All right, up and running, folks. How we doing? I'm a bit like tired and a little out of it. I kind of got sick this morning because of a nasty headache, and I felt better, but then it tried to come back, so I had to take some other meds because I took meds to try to alleviate the headache, and then got sick. Um, so I had to take some different meds this afternoon, but I'm feeling better-ish. I'm a little tired, but I should be fine for the most part. But yeah, we are doing some Halo tonight. If things go are meh, after a while, we might swap over to Destiny 2 for a bit before we do the Ratchet and Clank race, which I got the second half of the race, or did the second half of the run outside of the last world, because I don't know, that feels like the kind of the gimme one. I didn't want to really practice a lot of that stuff there, especially since I already had to practice that stuff to get the file. Like the day yesterday, so it was like, oh, I'm basically coming back around, so. But should be rip-roaring, ready to go. Felt better on some of the second half stuff this time around, especially the one like slope intercept I was having problems with. I think I know where I need to land on the second part of it now. Is a better idea. Hopefully I get that one. We'll see. I think the goal is make the race feel closer. I would like a sub 130. I don't know if I get a sub 130 tonight, but if I get a sub 130, it's like, hey, that's what I'm after, time-wise. That will make me happy. I am not clicked in the game, so I could not move. Ah! Son of a bitch. You bastard. Otherwise, I think I've slept most of today to kind of, like, help myself feel better. I think the only reason I got sick this morning is that I didn't take the meds I have, which are just, like, over-the-counter stuff. It's nothing, like, fancy or prescriptional or anything like that. It's just, like, some standard, like, up, sinuses are flared up, got a headache, gotta deal with it. You know, that sort of thing. But I didn't get up and take them, like, fast enough, so the headache lingered long enough that it made me feel sick. It also doesn't help that apparently the pollen around here has just been atrocious. And then we've had, like, folks around here burning leaves, and then a couple areas, like, in, like, the mountains and stuff, have also had some controlled fires, and then some other fires that are not controlled. So there's been a lot of smoke in the air, and needless to say, my sinuses have not appreciated the whole shebang. That's probably where the headache and stuff came from. I should be fine after today. fucking missed. There probably will be a Soto blog in like less than a half hour or so. It'll just be the pre-release blog for Gap 3 since that comes out this weekend. So, it'll just be a recap of that blog. I wouldn't expect anything new, I would think, but we will see. Yoink. Yoink. I heard somebody else pop a sword. Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh, still got him. Ah, fuck. Gave him a sword in a popped regen. Oops. That's my fault. Ugh. So if I'm sniffly tonight, that's also why. Because I feel a bit in my nose and my throat as well. At least it is not like the one day I'm pretty sure both me and my mom somehow got food poisoning. I think we were both miserable for like a day and throwing up constantly. And I think we both got food poisoning, I think is what it was. Which is weird because me, her, and my dad all had the same stuff. I don't think there was anything different between the three of us. Really. Shit. So, it was weird that he didn't get food poisoning, basically. Otherwise, I have no idea what happened that day, but it sucked. That was the most miserable I think I have ever felt in my life, and it was... I was basically stuck to a toilet for, like, the entire day. It was just like, well, I live my life here now. Ran out of bullets. Ow. Then, oh. I was about to say, it wasn't as bad, but, like, when I've gotten my COVID booster shots, I've felt, like, terrible the next day. I think, like, I think it was after my first one that I was, like, I was dead. I was basically dead. I was just like, well, I live here now. Sir, where'd you get him? I'm surprised I got him on that one. I should have went sailing over his head. How did that miss? How? Game, I disagree with that one. Incredibly so. I vehemently and fully disagree with that one. That one should have took. Sir, you swung a mile too early. Oh. It did, but... Oh, come on! Thank you. I felt like I had that one. Or I should have had that one at least. Well, I was in rip and tear mode. Jesus. I... One of the folks on the Soda Pop Discord's in Japan and has been sending pictures and stuff from their trip. They're like, I get to watch Super Hero Time in person! I'm like, oh, that's the dream. Man. That's the one thing I don't like about this Discord update. I wish there was just the button at the beneath the picture. Just like, throw that in my browser real quick. Thank you. Razor Claw. Who's Razor Claw? Razor Claw. Yep. Assist me, please. G1 thing. Of course, it's a G1 thing. I'm not surprised. Oh, one of the G1 Predacons. Okay, that makes sense. Big Convoy. Which Optimus is Big Convoy? Oh, the Beast Wars 2 commander. That makes sense. And then Quick Strike, which is what I care about. Apparently, it's one of the folks on like the TFW 2005 was like, here's some stuff to expect in 2026. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And one of them is Quick Strike, which I'm like, yes, God. That gets the other Fusor from the cast complete. Then we're just literally missing at that point Depth Charge and Rampage. The two Transmetal. Would they be Transmetal? Transmetals. I was supposed to say Transmetal 2, but I'm like, no, they're not Transmetal 2s. But that'd be fantastic to at least have Quick Strike. I'll be happy with a Quick Strike. I have basically, like, besides I think like the Rat Trap and the Waspmare that were from like Thrilling 30s, I have like every single like modern Beast Wars release at this point. At least of like the main cast and stuff. I never bothered to pick up the Predacon Ravage that was like I think it was like HasCon exclusive. Their event exclusive, because I was like, eh. And I didn't have money at the time. And then I forget the guy's name from the one episode. The not quite Transformer. They did that as like a fossilizer. I didn't want that.
Slayer.
But basically, if they're willing to give us like the rest of the main cast, hell yeah, please. Like, unlike a lot of people that are like, oh, I want the Transmetals, I want the Transmetal 2s. I'm like, I don't particularly. Oh dear, everything exploding.
First strike. Gain the lead.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh dear, I fell. I don't know where it is.
Double kill.
Oh, I'm out of rockets. That's fine. I forgot the teleporter was back here. It's not bolted onto the back of the base. It's in this like back hallway area. But yeah, I don't necessarily need the Transmetals or the Transmetal juice. Like I didn't really want the Dragon Megatron or like Tigerhawk feels weird to me because I'm like, technically he's a new character. Technically it is supposed to be a fused form of Tigertron and Airazor. So like, I have Tigertron and Airazor. I don't need Tigerhawk. But I also feel like if I were to get Tigerhawk, I would want Transmetal 2 Megs and Optimal Optimus just kind of as like a trio on the side. It's like, here is basically the big like 3 guys from like the end of the show. Here's your 3 most powerful people from the end of the show. I miss that person so badly. And they've done an Optimal Optimus, but it's like not great. But like the Megs and the Tigerhawk are pretty good. So it's like, if we ever get a new Optimal Optimus, I might think about it. Teammate trying the armor lock strats and it didn't work. I swear those work like 1 out of like 10 times. Like, I get it, when you do it, you make your opponent feel bad, and you kind of dunk on them, but, like, you only dunk on them, like, 1 time out of 10. Otherwise, you get dunked on yourself, especially if someone knows what the hell they're doing. Unlike me, who was not in melee range and tried it twice. What the fuck? What was I thinking there? Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, we're getting dunked. Fair enough. Ugh. I have thought of something that I'll probably do extra on the Blade Chemi, just because we have that whole part of the Blade Chemi that just doesn't have any detailing or anything on it, like underneath where the wings are. And what I thought about doing was the detail that's on the back of the Rouse cards for the Blade and Garen ones, at least. I don't know if I'll do it for the other 2, just because there's no easy way of working in that detail. But since we don't have an idea of what's underneath those wings, I figured that's a nice little detail to throw in there. It'd probably be like a 1mm, like a, just kind of like, shit. Just kind of like etched in there, so like when the wings pop open, you get like the back of the Rouse card. Like right there, especially because like size-wise, we could squeeze it in there because it's just the right size. Yes. I popped him once, but I didn't get to... Ah, get put it back! Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Hi, Shotgun. How you doing? How you doing? Probably after this match, we'll see how the see if there's a soda block to talk about. Ah. Oh, I don't know if I've mentioned this. But on the YouTube right now, basically through like halfway through Sunday, oh my god, I am not getting in melee range, but acting like I am. I'm being terrible. But going up on the YouTube right now is ow. Our lootin' and shooting from 2023, which was us doing a series of Payday 2 things into the release of Payday 3, which, son of a bitch. Which did not go well because it was Payday 3 and we didn't know any better. So yeah, that's going up. I think it's... There is a break in there that is just a KH2 rando that I just threw in to that playlist. Just fuck off. I am tired of being shotgunned to death by you. Ow. Now, I shotgun people.
5 minutes remain.
And get shotgunned in return. Fair enough. But yeah, that's going up. I might not do anything to fill in the back half of the Sunday slots for schedules. Just because I don't feel like doing that at the... God fucking damn it. I don't feel like doing that at the moment. So, backlog stuff will pick up Tuesday. I will say, starting Tuesday should be Randomania from 2023. So, basically, all that will go out next week, I think. I think enough slots. There's enough slots to do all of Randomania from 2023 next week. I just have to get the playlist sorted chronologically and then start... Shit. I saw the grenade way too late. Just start getting it out the door. But yeah, Randomania was just us doing a whole bunch of different randomizers and stuff like that. I want to say some of that went out back when we did uploads. Or back when Tommy was doing uploads. So I have to just get the rest scheduled and out the door. But once that's out, I think TGS 2023 should be next. I realized he had the shotgun and I tried backing up and it didn't work. I probably do like TGS 2023 and then Is that everything for 2023? I think that's everything. That'd be everything for 2023 except any of my solo stuff that I did that I might have took down, but I have copies of. But I think before I go into 2024, which will be a little bit more of a pain in the butt, just because in the dock I have to track stuff. I forgot to put time codes for pre-shows, so I have to basically guess or approximate the date and then check my stuff and then see what it was. Because everything's ordered. I just don't know which specific, like Saturday Night Halo or Sunday Night Fortnite or whatever is associated with what. But I think once I get TGS out for 2023, I will do Valkyria Chronicles in bulk. That would just be me having to upload the entire thing from my end all at once. And then like schedule it out so that all Valkyria Chronicles is out the door. That's the only downside of me taking down my stuff from the Twitch, is that I have to upload it myself, and well, that's just going to take a while. But it is what it is. Yeah, I said we were going to go look at the blog, and then I went to another game. Oops. Oh, well. It's fine. Ow. Got the better of me there. But yeah, that's kind of like the plan for now. But I think once I get Valkyria Chronicles out the door, I'm gonna like just bulk do everything from last year. By playlist. And then I think it'll be whatever's there, and then whatever my solo stuff will be last from 2024. I'll probably do that by series, basically. Of course, I don't remember what else I did from 2024. Ah! Ow. Besides Valkyria Chronicles, if I'm being honest, I'd have to double check and look. But I did get up the last two, or the first two, me fully working on Legend Rider Kimmy stuff, since I hadn't done that yet. Granted, I don't know if I should, like... It would take a while to dig through all of the CAD stuff to find all of the specific times I worked on the Legend Rider Kimmy stuff, since I did work on a few different things on stream that wasn't just Legend Rider Kimmy. I've worked on the Guardian and Lancer helmets. I've worked on some stand stuff. I worked on a few other... What else have I worked on besides that? I've tried to start working on, like, some figure stuff. But I thought about maybe, like, throwing that into an extra playlist of, like, here's all the cat stuff for those that want it. I don't know. It feels weird just to be like, hey, I do cat stuff on Twitch and now technically on YouTube, and I don't know. I don't feel like anyone does the process of designing a thing. Like, there's plenty of YouTubers and plenty of, like, I'm sure streamers who, like, do 3D printing and do, like, that process. But I don't know if anybody does, like, the sit down in a CAD program and, like, plots it out, makes, you know, your fillet adjustments and all that. I don't think anyone really does that. Maybe because I would assume nobody really cares. It's like, oh, you're drawing like you are drawing, but you are drawing in the boring way. Like you're drawing with numbers and stuff instead of like with like, you know, colors and techniques and all that stuff that artists have, which like is the fun part of watching them draw. Is they'll have like their colors and their techniques and all that to create whatever it is they're creating that day. Me, I'm just going, all right, it needs to be well, let's put this fillet at 10 millimeters. That doesn't look like, we'll go 8. Oh, that looks a little better. 9? Eh. I don't know, it's just, I don't know how many people understand. I also just don't know how to categorize it on Twitch, because I'm like, well, it's technically a creative stream, but not that kind of creative stream that it is. And again, like I said, I don't think anyone does cat stuff on Twitch, because there probably just isn't a whole lot of interest in it, which is fine. I do it because I wanna. I love, to be honest, that is the thing about engineering. If you ask me what I liked about engineering and why I got a degree in it, because engineering at the end of the day is problem solving. It is taking a problem and figuring out a solution to it. Because really, that's all you're doing at the end of the day. Like, that's why there's so many different, like, disciplines, basically, in engineering, because the different disciplines handle different things. Your structural engineers are, you know, buildings and stuff, whereas mechanical engineers are mechanical things. Electrical engineers deal with electrical stuff. Like, it's all, you have your own discipline, you have your own little disciplines, which, you know, gives you certain, like, you know, knowledge bases and understandings of like how things are supposed to work. But at the end of the day, you know, you have a problem and you need to solve it. And if you're an engineer, if you're a good engineer, you're solving it in the simplest way possible. Because the last thing you ever want as an engineer is something complicated. Because you know what your biggest problem that you'll ever have if you decide to make something complicated is it's going to be incredibly difficult to repair and maintain. You have to keep it simple. Granted, simplicity is relative in that sense. But you want to keep things simple, because if you keep it simple, if something goes wrong, if really anything goes wrong, it's easy to figure out why it went wrong and how to fix it. Your maintenance and your repairs, you know, are low. Which is great, which is exactly what you need. You don't want your maintenance and repairs to be stupidly high. Because if it's stupidly high, then you basically make it to where it is cheaper to just replace something outright than it is to repair something. And that's bad. Depending on the thing you're doing. Because if it's something really tiny and small, like a battery, that's whatever. You just replace a battery and call it a day. But if it's a big, like, 5 by 5 by 5 foot machine, that's like core to your manufacturing process, that's bad. That means you shut the line down for like weeks as you get a new one of that in and set it in, get it in place. You know, that is like time and money and all that flushed because you can't get a thing repaired simply, in a simple fashion. Not even in a complicated fashion. In a simple way. You know, that's bad. You don't want that. You never want that. Anyway, Soda Block. Valen Frappe, which we hadn't gotten a look at in the blog. They only just announced it on like Twitter and stuff that it was the last figure. I guess because it technically debuted in this week's Rider. It looks nice. Has all the stuff you would expect. Has an empty version of the gun. Which is a bit weird. It doesn't have like the top of the frappe Gochizo in there. But the rest of the waves, you got the bitter Gav, you've got the Sobert Gav, you've got the Bram's other form that I can't think of the name of. You got the parts for the 2 different Choco forms, and then you got the parts for the donut form and the dark chocolate form. And looks like Bake is in production. And like in production, I mean he's basically done. No, D-Man! He's leaving us. Goodbye, D-Man. He's been with us since build. Oh, Mr. D. We salute you, D-Man. Mr. D. Or D-Man, for all your work and effort for us. And thanks you continually to Sienna Jose on the Soda Pop Discord and Blue Sky and the like for always having this stuff organized. I love that they have all this just in waiting in the wings for whenever it's needed. Oh, okay. I thought there was another image in there. No, never mind. But yeah, this is what we're missing with Gav now. Basically, we continue to miss the Verducan form and its additional armaments. Gav and why am I blanking on his name? Why am I blanking on his name? This is what happens when I just don't watch Gab for a little bit. I just forget names. Valen! Wow. I'm a bit out of it, I guess. Valen, both of their bushel forms, the upgraded like ice cream cake whip soldiers, Bitter Gab's version of like Bakes Choco or Gochizo, and then the other one that I don't remember the name of, and then the Hyper Battle Video Noodle form, basically. That's all we're missing in Gav at this point, which is kind of nutso to be like, oh yeah, that's all we're missing. There is a bunch of like gotcha backlog we're missing because we're still missing, I believe, what is it? Moon Cerberus, Twilight, Kuragane for Spanner. I can't think of his name. Valvarad. We're missing Kuragane for Valvarad and his new GT form, which his new GT form is basically a custom up in terms of how it's formatted. We're still missing Needle Hawk and then like the 2 bigger Gouchard forms, and then a whole bunch of stuff to make rainbows for all of them, which is a damn shame. And then we're just missing Eld and then Dorado from the movies. And then the 2 movie forms. There's a lot of Gotchard that we're missing, which is a goddamn shame. Especially for someone who's like, hey, I liked Gotchard and I'm not super feeling Gav. It's like, hey, all this Gav stuff's cool. Can we get the gotchard? Please and thank you. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, that's basically it. You know what? I want to swap over a little bit of Destiny too. I want to do a couple, at least a dare, if not two. Because I'd like to get the rest of the anniversary stuff. Ugh. To see a picture from the, I forget their name offhand. Kelko, who does Kamen Rider Crafts, just like, here's an attempt at heart. It doesn't translate well to Minecraft, which fair. The Bowser designs I don't think really can translate well to a really simplified art style. Especially something like complex like Heart's design. Heart's real complex. I will probably not remember to update the title of that. Well, it's fine. You know, I honestly did not know that the one guy from the Sonic movie is Cyclops from not the Fox stuff. It's the First Class Cyclops. Technically, it's the one after that. There we go. Alright, go pick up quests and stuff. Ah.
I think it is very possible an agent that I am here to help you. I returned to the tower to find it empty.
Energy slot
It was
weapons.
never mine.
Arc damage. I don't really do arc damage. Skip that one. Pulse rifle, auto rifle, hand cannon, melee kinetic, grenade. I will do hand cannon. I don't use Crimson that often. You do? Someday I'll get to do the harder version of theirs for funsies. Someday. Somehow.
Hailing from the Ascendant Realm, here come the Hive.
That's it. Pop. Tired of dealing with you, bye.
The horse is pleased and summons more opponents.
Darn, ran out buff.
It is time for our preposterous obstacle course. Have you all signed your liability waivers?
I feel like I always cheat that. I never get it like how I'm supposed to. Bum, 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 ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba, ba.
Assembled unwillingly from our studio audience,
Excuse me.
please welcome the Taken.
One second. Oh, okay. Okay. Gonna run an extra, like, half hour to 40 minutes. That's fine. Tommy's just letting me know he's got something to take care of. Okay, they got it. Oh, and I threw those. God, do I want to get abused? class so I can have just a different knife. Because I like everything else about Solar except this fucking knife. It sucks. I will let them do it because they're handling it very well. Oh, I got my target kills.
The horse calls forth a mighty taking.
Hey. Energy kills. No, I didn't mean to explode him right there, but oops. That's fine. I'm gonna choose this one.
One door holds your final opponent. The horse insists you guess.
That one.
Bad luck, contestant. Did you forget to say no whammies?
Oop. No. That works. Going down.
Your final challenge tonight is against a time-locked Hive warrior. Enjoy.
You're immune. I gotta get entry weapon kills, so I will crowd control for days. While I run out of ammo. Oh, there's a lot of you. Oh dear. He's very upset with me. Oh my! You bitch!
Now, conclude the fight. And that is the game. Shall we learn what our lucky winners will be bringing back to the tower?
Ooh, that's an upgrade. Let's go.
Pulled from the
I don't have upgrade
itself,
modules.
just
Fuck.
like our contestants on tonight's Dares of Eternity. Good night.
Okay, I have to go to the tower. I need upgrade modules. We.
Underway. Transfer. Bye.
Back from the hunt, I see.
I never thought I'd live to see the dawn.
There is hope for humanity yet.
What do you need? Another hunter brought these back. Take a look.
Oh.
Don't stop fighting. We all appreciate it. Take it. Not bad. Thanks. Stock's always changing. Don't take too long.
Okay. That's a straight upgrade.
That blasted dematerialization lens filter.
That's a straight upgrade. Let's go.
Excuse me.
That's like the tiniest of upgrades. $88, $89. I think benefit. Not really. Oh, rank 11. Oh, that thing I needed. Hooray. Oh. More stuff. What? I have a new finisher. How do I just... Oh, I mean, I'll take it, but I don't care for that finisher. Oh.
Get the job done in time.
Arm upgrade? No. 89. Play. Drop a new thing in here somewhere. Eventually. Kinetic weapons. We'll just do that.
You are the my will is not my own, is yours. You will not find the Nine that way, but they will find you. I may be here when you return.
What is picking up on my mic? We'll do the pulse one. You ship. Rank 13. And like rank 16. Or rank 11. Pulse rifles.
You are free to choose, Hunter. Make the most of it.
Power slot. Precision. Trace.
Not the only door into this
Arc
system.
damage. Okay. We'll toss the arc damage one. Alright. Pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. I mean, that works. Still need... Oh, I have a trace. I forgot. That's technically a trace rifle. Okay. That works perfectly.
From the Nine, but I forget it.
Oh. That's how it works. Guess I'll start with the trace kills and then go to pulse.
The cosmic horse promises great riches, Guardians. Come on down to tonight's Dares of Eternity.
Excuse me.
We are your hope. Spin the wheel to learn which opponents are about to take the stage. Please save Velasque to the fallen.
Ow.
The horse demands more from you. I must oblige.
Ow. I get exploded. Ow.
More excitement and prizes await you beyond the demented dares of Eternity Obstacle Course.
Oh my god. I didn't have to cheat for once.
It's time for another spin of the wheel. Pulled from deep within the vault of glass, please welcome the Vex. The horse is pleased and summons more opponents.
Got some. Not many.
The Imperial Pony calls forth a beast laden with treasures. Reap your reward, contestants. Choose the door hiding your final opponent, and the horse shall reward you. What a shame. The odds were not in your favor tonight.
Ah, darn. Hold on. That'll work. Throw my grenade.
The infinite steed places timeless Vex before you. See you on the other side.
Ow. Hobgoblin kept popping me in the face.
The round is almost complete.
Where did... Sir! Quit your teleport!
finds you deserving of challenges beyond all comprehension. Let us give a warm Dares of Eternity welcome to our special guest.
Ow. Ow.
Now, contestants, come claim your winnings. Astounding wealth, richly deserved. Yes, it is the will of the hyper-quantum horse that no one returns empty-handed from the Dares of Eternity. Good night.
1 point upgrade, but we take it. Take all we can. That's not better. That's definitely better. Take my glaive.
Checking now. Hi, done.
Oh, there's a prime engram. That should help us a lot.
How nice to see you. Did you
Let's see what we've got for each
or
other.
am I getting
There's no
short?
data like encrypted data, I always say.
It's only 3 points, but it's our arms upgraded.
All right, I see what you need. I can work with this.
Go get my other thing. See if I have a box open in my inventory.
Out there, Deborah. Thank you for everything. Hey, did you need something? Be careful out there.
Ooh, big upgrade to cloak. The biggest upgrade.
The view up here is pretty good too, I guess. Huh. If you like concrete.
Yeah. Ow. It's as good as I can get. Ow. Box. Nope. Got 6. Key.
I appreciate what you're saying, Tyra. Thank you. Yes, we'll speak again tomorrow. To the Guardians?
Hey, more modules. Always use more of those. Hey, there's a box. An exotic engram. Ooh. Oh, whoa, whoa.
My sister's an astronomer, and
Oh, whoa, whoa. Wonder what's in the exotic engram.
Let's see what we've got for each other.
What even is the power on this? 90?
I think I have something you will like. Let's find out.
Prometheus lens. I think that's... it's another energy, like, fire trace rifle. Okay, that's not as interesting. I think we might as well do that. 90. I really want to upgrade to 90. Did this shotgun to 90. Not you 90. The other 90. Guess I'll drop off that. So it'll stop being in my inventory and I'll drop off that. I have something else over here?
I see.
Oh,
There's no data like encrypted data, I always say.
micro rewards. 98 per the biggest boost. We're at 2,000. Yay. Finally crossed over to 2,000 threshold.
Production is down 33%.
Order, does that mean I can do the harder dares? Maybe? I'm willing to give it a shot now that we've crossed the 2,000 power mark. But I'm going to take a small break. Get up, walk around for a minute, and I'll be back. Hello.
Hello.
I was just about to try hard mode dares since I crossed 2,000 power. Like, I'm not far off from 2025 for that to be too much of a debuff, right?
Oh, I'm actually fully set up and ready, but okay.
Oh. Not bad. I was wanting to at least try it. Oh, I forgot to ask you yesterday. What'd you think of Samus's new suit from the Prime 4 trailer? That we got like 2 seconds of.
We didn't really get enough of for it to look too much different than what we've normally seen with it.
Her new red and black suit, I think. I think it's red and black.
I'd have to look at it again, kind of deal. I think you're right on that, though.
Mm-hmm. Reaches through the cosmos to offer you cash.
I mean, to be fair, all the Prime games have introduced a unique suit design.
Mm-hmm.
As has most Metroid games in general, kind of deal.
Yeah, like Dread gave us two, kind of. 2 and then 2 modified ones on standard designs.
One definitive.
Yeah. Oh god.
Because I think everything else is because of the modified base kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't doing it solo.
No. Also, I got one-shotted.
Yeah, you ain't doing it solo.
Okay, we're not doing that then. Never mind. We're leaving.
I did kind of figure that'd be short-lived. That's
just one shot directly to the head. Yep, nope, you are not ready.
I can 100% say this much though. That's probably going to be akin to light and dark suits, Phazon suit. I can't remember the one for 3, but it's going to be akin to those.
Mm-hmm.
They're not showing us final suit.
Yeah, it is the here is your psychic powers, but now enhanced slightly suit.
It's probably. It depends on how the game starts. If they decide that they're going to break the norm and actually let Samus keep the various suit out the gate, then that's going to be the 3rd out of 4 upgrades, I have a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
If not, actually, I might take back what I just said. That might be the final suit upgrade. But that wouldn't be odd, because both Prime and Prime 2, that was kind of their things.
Yeah.
They showed off the final suit early. I think that's why I can't remember 3, is because it probably wasn't done that way, or we didn't really have anything major out of it.
I was very confused for a second, so I'm like, wait, I opened Life Split. Where did Life Split go?
Life Split isn't open yet.
It was. It just it would blended into the sidebars of P6X2. Also, it is like black inner and like red outer. Like the arms, shoulders, and I think half the legs are red, and the rest is black. The helmet's red as well.
Oh, right. That's why I didn't remember 1 for 3. It technically didn't follow the upgrades like that.
Right. Oh yeah, because it has the
Because the phase-on corruption modifies the suit over the course of the game.
yeah, you get the whatever it's called suit. I forget. It's an acronym. It is an acronym that I do not remember the name of. Yeah, but like Dread, I feel like the starting suit for Dread is like a new suit, and then her Doom suit, basically, her Doom Marine suit, are new, but then the other two are just modifieds of Varia and Gravity, because it's just those two with the new, like, white base part. I don't even know if the Dread suit has a name.
I think it technically does. I don't think it has one in-game, is the thing, though.
Yeah.
Also, I think I know why my brain just kind of ignored that upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that. Because I found a decent image. It reminds me of how the light and dark suits were designed. And they didn't really stand out enough. The Phazon suits stood out amongst the rest of them.
Mm.
The light and dark suits didn't really. And this is kind of giving me that same vibe. Which, that's fine. Don't... Oh boy, I'm not the only one that made that comparison. I saw it through a post on Reddit, and I'm like, I scrolled down and someone else made that too, and I'm like, I'm not the only one. I don't hate it. The problem that I have with that is that means the writing's going to have to be strong enough to be fine with it. If the writing's not strong enough to be fine with that, then that's going to hurt the game overall, in my opinion. Because then people are going to make that very blatant comparison and be like, oh, they just basically tried to redo 2 all over again.
Wait, the main suit for Dread is technically the fusion suit?
Yes, because it is a continuation from Fusion.
Okay. That I didn't know it was specifically just the new version of the fusion suit.
Someone didn't pay attention to the opening because they completely referenced the events of Fusion.
I know that.
This is right after Fusion, meaning yes.
Right. But it just never dawned on me that it was, I just thought it was just a new suit, not, hey, this is kind of an upgraded version of the fusion suit. I just thought it was a new suit in general.
Which is funny because the fusion suit is essentially just a downgrade from the base Varia suit.
Yeah.
Which the Varia suit is also an upgrade in Dread, so yeah.
It all works out.
Let that one sink in. If it wasn't for we know that 4 is going to be taking place on like a island planet, to put it into lack of better terms.
Some planet lost in a time void.
I would almost feel like that suit they showed off would have been meant more for like a volcano concept for heat resistance.
Yeah. Not
for what we've seen with the psychic powers. So I'm wondering if they might go a different course. If they don't drop Samus out of the Varia suit out the gate, like most of the games love to do, the logical upgrades could technically be the gravity suit for water, whatever this new suit is for a heat form, and then a merging of all of them in a final suit. Because while this one does look like it's got some characteristics, it's leaning in too heavy on red.
Yeah.
The psychic powers are a pink. So why would this be something pertaining to those powers?
Yeah, and Samus's like regular suit now has like pinkish lights all across the board, including the visor.
Which we have to think that's after she gets the psychic powers.
Yeah, because all the psychic stuff is pink coated.
But that's one of those, look back at the other suits from both 1 and 2. The Phazon suit's the unique one for that game. It follows the black and dark blue colors, which the Phazon is represented by. The dark Aether, I think it is. I forgot the planet's name.
Yes, it's Aether. Yeah. I remember that much from 2.
It is comprised of the dark energy, which the dark suit is meant to replicate. The light suit is immune to the dark energy because it is so overbearing of light. They followed that motif with that. This being a red suit does not follow the psychic power, so there has to be something else in between that they're not telling us about it yet, or this is a unique suit just for this thing and we might have more than one unique suit.
Yeah. I'm assuming with how they've formatted, with how they've released the trailers, that is how the game is going to go, because that feels like it is. Like, our first trailer is basically a cold open into the game, because that whole area feels like a tutorial area.
Yeah.
And then this trailer...
we probably get the psychic powers relatively early in.
Yeah, we get dunked onto time-voided planet through shenanigans of some sort, I assume. And then it's us trying to figure out a way out.
I'm hoping that they try to find a way to catch people up, kind of deal, like they did with Dread, and actually more solidify that, yes, this one is a continuation from the events of 3.
I mean, our
especially seeing as how we don't have 2 or 3 accessible on the Switch.
I mean, presumably our main bad guy for this is the guy that was teased at the end of 3, so I would hope there's a recap in there somewhere for those missing out.
Unless that part of it all has been modified.
True.
Just saying. Because, raise the hands of how many people actually played all the way through 3.
Raise the hands of how many people care about, who know the name of that guy right now. Like, do you remember his name right now?
What's bad is between 3 and Other M, more people know about Other M because of how crappy it is.
Oh, God.
Let's just be honest on that.
And the worst part of that game is its plot. Like, because everything else about that game seems fine. It is the plot of that game that is the most garbage-ass garbage you could ever expect.
And that's the thing there. That's why I'm like, if this is the final suit, there needs to be a good enough plot leading to it to make it make sense. Otherwise, this feels way out of place.
Like, quite literally, just retcon Other M. Just retcon the plot of Other M. You'd accept that that game happened, just retcon the entire plot and just be like, yeah, no, Samus didn't have a flip out over Ridley. She went like, Ridley! And then proceeded to beat the shit out of him because she is that fucking tired of him showing the goddamn up.
I mean, to be fair, I think Dread kind of made it very blatant that Other M has very loose connections to everything with Metroid.
Yeah.
It's almost as if Nintendo even realized, yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I I would love a more modern scene of Samus seeing Ridley one more time for like the 6th time. And it's just like, you fucking piece of shit. And then just proceeds to beat the shit out of him. Like, not I'm scared of you. No, I'm fucking done. You die now. Like, the player doesn't even get to play this fight. Samus just obliterates his ass in 5 seconds. It's like, no boss fight. No, we're not doing this dance. Die. Bye. I think that'd be hilarious for a Metroid game of intro cutscene to fight is immediately over in cutscene. Just to surprise the player of like, no, you don't get this boss fight. Samus doesn't feel like it.
Go fight Kraid for the 15,000th time.
Yeah, it's more of an extension of how that Kraid fight opens, of just Samus is like, oh God, I don't want to fight you. Go away.
It's like, we both know how this will end. Save us both time.
It's so weird that, like, because isn't Other M the last game before Dread came out? Basically, that wasn't a remake.
Yes.
Because between the two is like the two
Samus
remakes.
Returns was the more important remake, at least.
Yeah, because like between the two was the 2 remake, but like such a dichotomy between game that does not understand Samus's character to game that perfectly understands Samus's character.
And you know, that's something screwed up there too. Metroid has the bomb that is Other M, goes on hiatus, does a remake, and then Nintendo immediately takes it back in. We can't get that with any of the other franchises.
We can't get that with Star Fox ever.
We had the exact same thing happen with the Donkey Kong stuff, and all we get out of that's remakes.
Yeah.
It's like, why? You've proven the fact that people will buy the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They are standing there saying, take my money, and you refuse to make something to take their money.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Look, I have a pitch for Nintendo forever of what to do with Star Fox. All you have to do is go, hey, here is Star Fox. That is just classically designed Star Fox, but now multiple playable characters that play slightly differently to give you a reason to do more replays. Because that is the point of fucking Star Fox. Throw it on the eShop.
Or you know, take that concept, implement that into Assault and how its format was, and run with that.
Like, hell, like...
Because Assault didn't have the problem based off of concept. It had the problem based off of the console it was on could not do it properly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do a third person shooter, you really need full camera control. And that's kind of the flaw that had.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I kind of like the being able to almost seamlessly swap between on foot and R-Wing.
Yeah. It's like my pitches forever has been like cheap, $20, $30 eShop, Star Fox title. Focus on arcade, replayability, multiple playable characters. You want it to extend lifespan? 6 months later, here is a Star Wolf campaign. It's smaller, it's less, it's smaller, more linear, but when you beat it, you get the Star Wolf characters and the Star Fox campaign, and when you beat the Star Fox campaign with the Star Wolf characters, you get the Star Fox characters and the Star Wolf campaign. All of a sudden...
But then you're relegating a first-party franchise into effectively shovelware. And how many times has Nintendo done that?
Fair. I feel like...
I hate calling it that, but yes, essentially.
I just think just go smaller budget. You don't have to make Star Fox, like, big and, like, boastful. You
ain't even making it big.
No.
Zero leaned in too heavy on the motion controls.
Oh god, yeah.
If it didn't lean in that heavy on it, it would have been at least decent to good game.
Mm-hmm.
Because and why? Because it took the formula that Assault had and actually implemented it. If you would get rid of the motion controls, Zero would be what Assault should have been, and would have probably put Star Fox on the right trajectory. That's the screwed up part.
Yeah.
It's like Yin's had a winner. You just wanted to gimmick. Why?
Star Fox is cursed to have gimmicks.
No. 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 Post 64, they forgot what to do with Star Fox.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a completely unrelated game, but we're going to slap Star Fox on the title and it'll be a Star Fox game. Because Adventures never was supposed to be a Star Fox game.
Yeah.
Or we're going to make a choose your own adventure style game and call it a Star Fox game. Looking at you, Command.
I have never played Command. I just know the endings for the Command, and I'm like, this was a mistake.
Yeah. And for those wondering why I didn't bother to bring up Assault, as I said earlier, its biggest problem is the console it came out on. The GameCube was not designed for twin-stick shooters. And it is very apparent with both Prime and Assault that is the case.
I just feel like, I don't know if people would be willing to buy a full 60, God forbid, $70 price Star Fox game that is just back to basics, arcade. You just run through the levels, you have very basic plot. We're not doing anything complicated here, Star Fox game. That's my worry.
No one would on that, but people would be a little more forgiving for that price tag if it was an Assault style game.
Yeah.
Where you had the mix between different play styles and could even have a longer game because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the other thing that Zero kind of locks into stupidly is the whole 10 mission story. Stop that. Stop that right there. Don't make it mission based. Odyssey and Breath of the Wild both proved you can do an open world, do an open universe.
Oh, we're basically in the Great Fox hopscotching planets for doing missions.
When you need to go to different planets, you go back to the Great Fox and you use the Great Fox to go between planets.
God, that might let you do the one thing that I think would be cool for, like...
Make Star Fox a actual bounty hunting game where you go around solving the problems within the Lilat system.
That might let them do the thing I've always wanted to do for, like, a second to last or last mission as, like, a segment. Where you control the Great Fox to, like, break through a blockade or something.
Uh-huh.
Because that is...
and let it tie into the other stuff that Nintendo has proven they can be good at when they try. Make it be a mystery. At the beginning, they think that someone's behind it all, just to find out that the one they thought, because, you know, you could play that whole Andros is doing something, he's not the actual villain.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even get that kind of mystery with Assault. We full on knew what was going on from the get-go. And it's like, okay, so we're just padding until we go fight the big bad.
Basically.
Why not do it where they're thinking that Andros is the one doing this? You get midway through the game and, oh, look, you beat Andros and this stuff's still happening. Wonder why.
The other part of my pitch is that we reboot Crystal in terms of her origins and have her be recommended by Pepper to join Star Fox because she doesn't fit the Lilat army. And that is her introduction back into Star Fox so that we can divorce her from all of the Star Fox Adventures nonsense.
The problem you have with that, how do you differentiate her from Cat?
Like, she's still her. We just sidestep any need to, like, get into the specifics of Adventures. Like, she can still be from the same planet and stuff, just we don't need to get into the plot of Adventures.
I think our soft reboot point should actually come probably, and yes, I'm saying this, but probably after Adventures. Let Adventures play out the way that it should have, but years earlier, so that Peppy's not an old fart. Why does the Star Fox team have to be 4? Why can't it be 5?
Well, I always thought that, like, if you're going to introduce Crystal, let Peppy take a more command position. Like, he can still pilot, but it's like, hey, our core is 4. Crystal can, like, train with the 3 of them. And
Why
Peppy...
not? Since Peppy is the oldest and presumably the one with the most experience, why not have a team of 5 with one of them staying closer to him?
Yeah.
And have certain missions where she actually just has to sit out, kind of deal.
Yeah, that works fine. I just think the idea of Peppy being like, oh, I want to give somebody my seat.
Well, then you've still got your core 4. And you're not alienating Crystal out of it or having to find a new way of writing her into it.
Yeah. I think
it's one of those, I feel like it's stupid that they're wanting to sit so hard on Star Fox has to be a team of 4. Especially when, isn't it Star Fox 2 that actually has 6 playable characters?
Yeah, because they have the 2 female pilots that have never shown up past Star Fox 2.
Meaning that at one point they thought that was stupid too.
I just see it more as Peppy is I'm getting older. When I retire, I want someone to be there to fill in so that it's not down to a 3-man team. Like, it would be 5 because Peppy would still be able to pilot and stuff, but it's when I retire eventually, but not now. You know, there's someone here already to replace me. Peppy's more...
And see, that's something too. Having an in-between game like that, Assault could still be within canon.
Yeah.
If you did something after Adventures, but before Assault, that would still give Crystal's tie-in. That would give them abilities to do like what we're saying. It's almost as if there's actually answers there that they just don't think through.
Yeah, hell, like, since Star Fox 2 is in people's hands a whole bunch now, like, find a way to reintroduce those other 2 pilots. Like, fuck it, might as well. Then you can have, like, a fun level, like, 4-person level that is basically the 4 female characters of Star Fox. Since we have Cat, just 2 of them plus Crystal. Hey, look, it's an all-female team to handle 1 level. Anywho.
Yeah, but that's never going to happen.
No. We should probably swap over.
Yep.
Alright, I will take stream down. We'll be right back with the run back on Ratchet and Clank here in a second, folks.